Hello guys, Colonel Ninny here. This series of video tutorials is designed for the brand new player to IL-2's Battle of Stalingrad. Each of the 13 campaigns has several missions that you need to complete before you can move to the next one. So I'm going to work with you on how to make these missions a success. Not only are you going to learn to fly the aircraft properly, but you will be able to do complex engine management and understand ballistics and flight physics. You'll be able to navigate on the map, and you'll be able to shoot down the enemy. And once you've mastered that, you'll be ready to step into the real world of multiplayer, where you're fighting real human opponents, not just AI. And to help you get there faster, check out my channel. I've got over 100 tutorials that will help you from everything from takeoffs and landings to strafing and bombing and navigation. You name it, it's covered. So this is episode 3 of the Sea Dragons campaign. I recommend you look at my video on episode 2 first. So in this mission, we're going to attack 4 torpedo boats with 2 IL-2s. We'll follow the directions and follow our leader. Essentially, it's a night mission, which makes it much more difficult, so you really have to pay attention. Your first concern is to stick with your leader like glue. As the leader turns on course, turn inside of him to catch up with him, and don't lose sight of him. Establish your heading and altitude, and then try to keep the leader in the middle of that window. Left Shift A will give you auto level so you can navigate. On your right there is a peninsula and a bay with a port, and the port is on fire. This tells you that you're getting pretty close to your target. Open your canopy so you can have a better view outside and find the target. We're looking for 4 ships down there, and they're not easy to find. Let's go through my errors as I make them. There are no visual clues as to my height above the water. Also, I have no idea of the distance to the target and when to open fire. Without referencing my altimeter, I had no idea how low I was. As I pull up, I'm coming around looking for the target. It feels like I'm high because I can see the horizon in the distance, but I'm really a lot lower than I think I am. And because I'm fixated on finding the target, I don't look at the other visual clues like my altimeter, so I really have no idea how high I am until now. Meanwhile, pilot number 2 paid a bit more attention and references his altimeter. We identify the targets and start the attack. You should maintain your altitude until you're actually starting the attack run. Keep an eye on it. The crosshairs on this model IL-2 are not the aiming point for the rockets. It's the little spike post in front of it. So we missed on this first attack. We'll come around again, watching the altimeter for the second run. But we've really been doing this solo. Where is our leader? Ideally, you would not lose sight of the leader at any time. And there he is, attacking the first ship. In the multiplayer world, if you lose your wingman, you lose all the protection against fighters. Notice how I've maintained my altitude for this run, a much better scenario. Pilot number 2 still couldn't hit the side of a barn door with a blunderbuss at 3 feet. The point of this exercise is to be able to locate the target in these poor conditions. Our orders are to proceed to the next target in 1316. And we were unable to find them, so we turned around and headed home. If we flew 290 outbound, what's our reciprocal heading to get home? All the information you need is on the briefing. Several minutes later, we see a bay dead ahead of us. what is our position on the map. Relating what you see outside to what you see on the map is critical. So we confirmed our position, we identified the airfield, and now we're coming into land. Not so fast, comrade. There are two airfields. Which one is the right one? On some multiplayer servers, you could lose your aircraft by landing at the wrong field. And remember, the mission is not over until you have the aircraft safely on the ground and the engine is shut off. So I'm going to walk you through this one. We're keeping the speed at about 220. The power is back. We're not going to change the nose, the attitude of the aircraft until we get close to the ground. Then we'll raise it up gently to reduce the speed and hold it just above the ground, keeping a steady back pressure to keep the nose just above the horizon until it touches down by itself. Just like that. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you'll join me for Mission 4 and all the others in the series. As always, if you've enjoyed this video, found it helpful, please like it or subscribe. Or if there's another topic you'd like me to cover, please